Alright guys, this is the update I'm gonna give you for my concussion. And just so you know, Thursday I have a doctor's appointment with the neurologist, Dr. Missler. I'm going to Penn Hills at 9:15 in the morning to get looked at for my dandy walker and to get an update on what he thinks about the concussion. I've been dealing with this thing now for about 12 days, 13 days since receiving it on the 1st. I know the guy that did it feels really bad. He didn't mean to do it. You know, it was completely accidental. I know that. I don't hold grudges. I don't hold it against him. It could have been avoided certainly, but you do with what you have, and that's just the way it goes. Um, Basically, what I'm dealing with is a anywhere from moderate to severe concussion, and they have said that the condition got more serious, and it's as some of you know kept me out of classes, um, because I can't focus, and some people seem to think that sitting home for the amount of time it would take for me to recover is probably my best choice, but in reality, there's only so much you can do at home, and you can still intensify it at home uh, by doing certain things. I know this because when I go and do certain things around this house, or even certain things out in public, it intensifies to where I have to take a step back again. Waking up in the past few days, it's seemed like it started out and it was okay. You know, it seemed like I could go an entire morning or an entire few hours without any pain at all and not have to worry so much about it. You know, I would take pills and that would be that. Um, I'm still taking the Vicodin. I still have my Depakote for my Dandy Walker. Um, I'm doing the best I can with those. The the pain range in the past few days has gone anywhere from 2 to 7. Usually it starts out as a 2 in the morning, and then the more that happens during the day, the pain will intensify. Like if I go to make dinner or lunch, or if I watch too much TV, or I lay a certain way, certain things affect it to the point of it gets worse. Um, and it's not ever a fun thing. I know all of you that care certainly do not want to hear the fact that it gets worse, or don't even like the fact that I told you it got serious. Um, and I understand that because you care, and thank you guys for caring. That means a lot to me. Um, but at the same time, in the same regard, um, I'm trying to do very little right now. Yeah, I still go to the school, but most of that time I'm sitting around and I'm just BSing with people. I've not gone to class since the concussion because, as I said earlier, I can't focus. And there's no timetable as to when I'll be able to actually return to a classroom for an actual class, or as to when I will even be better completely, or if I ever will be completely better. I am more prone to concussions now because this is the 7th one I've ever had, and if you've never had one, you don't ever want one. They're pain. I'll tell you that now. They are horrible. Absolutely horrible. I hate waking up every day having to deal with it. But pain has been something I've been used to my whole life. I deal with it every single day of my life. If it's not a concussion, it's my dandy walker, or it's something else. It's just every single day in some capacity I deal with pain. Um, but the concussion is getting checked again. And I told you it'll be by my neurologist. He will then make the call as it will go to whether or not I will be okay and recover in a reasonable amount of time, or if he thinks this is going to be a long, drawn out process that could take forever. Um, with concussions, that's the thing. There's never a timetable as to when you'll fully recover. There's never a a set amount of time. Now, I'm coming to you from my house. I'm recording this so you guys have an update. As of right now, as of this moment, at 12:09 on the 13th of November, uh, the pain is probably a 4. I did take medicine this morning, um, as I should every morning, and I'm supposed to do it again in 6 hours, and we'll see what happens. The sight is still a little foggy at times, but that's to be expected with these things. But it is, I will say this, it is dramatically better than it was 12 days ago when I first got the concussion, to where I really couldn't see at all. I can at least see certain things now. It's just, it's foggy. My balance is unbelievably better. It's just the concussion part in my head are not. And we need to determine now how much of this is my concussion and how much of this is Dandy Walker. Because there's the possibility that they're both playing a role in this, and one could be overpowering the other right now. It's just possible. And for those of you who didn't know, yeah, I suffered my concussion on November 1st at CCAC, and those who were there remember it well, and they remember the events of what happened. We don't have to get into it. But those who weren't, I got the concussion on the 1st in a completely accidental situation, and it could have been avoided, certainly. And as I said earlier, the kid feels bad. It was basically a piggyback thing. He piggybacked me, and then when he got down, he hit me in the head, and he didn't know it. It was, as I said, completely accidental what happened. I just thought at first my Dandy Walker was acting up. It'd be no big deal. I'd be fine, and then I find out it was more than that, and I've had this concussion since. And it's not, they're not fun. As I mentioned earlier, they're no fun. But my pain range, I said, is about a 4. Usually when it's about a 4, it's anywhere between a 4 and a 7. And usually that is the range it stays in for that day. Now, certain things play into it. Like when I'll eat something, the range will go down because the pain will go down because my body has ate. But if I haven't ate anything and it's been a while and I start doing things, then the range goes up more than it did before. Now here's the plan for the week, and I will keep giving you video updates even throughout the whole time that I am we are on break for Thanksgiving, because I know you guys are going to care and going to worry. And those of you who have my number, of course, will still text me, but those who don't, this is more so directed at you guys than those who have it. Even though those who have it, I'm sure, would like to hear it as well, that they're going to get updates, video updates, which I will throw on Facebook for people to know about, so that anybody can check it out, and then they'll hear it from me, of course, and know that this is what's going on. I feel that's the best way. I feel like if you see a video and it says concussion update, you know what's going on. There'll certainly be a video Thursday once I get home from the events of that day, whether that be early or late, but I will do a video Thursday to update everybody on what the neurologist has said and what he believes needs to be done from there. Now, this video will go on Facebook. This will be the first of many. As I said, I will update everybody during Thanksgiving break, and this is more so for the people who don't have my phone number as opposed to the ones that do. I don't know, as I said earlier, when I'll be back in class. I don't know when I'll be completely 100% clear. I don't know how long it's going to take to be symptom free. I still have running the risk of doing post-concussion syndrome after this. I might never ever be the same after the concussion. Things might affect it to where I'm always going to have some effects. It's just, we don't know what they are yet or what's going to happen now. And for those of you who are coming to the bowling, I most certainly will update you guys at bowling. If you guys don't see the video, or if I don't talk to you before Friday, which should only be a select few, but if you're coming to bowling, I can always update you there. That will still go on as scheduled, despite the concussion. I'm going to address a couple other things as we do this video, and they all tie into the concussion. I said this, I told Aaron, Kendall, and those who go to CCAC with me, you know who Aaron is. But I told the advisor that I'm going to scale it back next semester with radio. I'm not running for office again. At least not at this point. If I feel up to it and I feel a hell of a lot better than I do right now, come next semester in January, then most certainly I will run for office. Most certainly I won't scale it back, and I'll do more, and I won't have so much to worry about. And most certainly I will do everything in my power as I do now. The paper I will still write and do everything for, and that is fine. I don't mind doing it. I love being a media geek. I really do. But right now I have been limited because of the concussion. I can't exercise. I can't go out and do one of my other loves, play hockey. Um, I can't really do much of anything. I can't even work out right now. And I do that at times, especially in the summertime, because I feel like it's important to me, to at least try and stay in shape in some way, but I can't even do that right now because of the concussion, because it could be too much. I tried to test it a couple days ago by going on a walk. That was not the best idea because I ended up getting worse. Which is, I guess, is my own stupidity, and I have stopped doing stupid things to where I make myself worse because I need to get better. And I've come to the realization that there's only so much I can do right now. But I'm going to sit here probably on a few select days and rest and see how I feel. I'll be at the school maybe a couple days out of the week. Just to hang out for a while. Granted, I'll keep coming every day until the neurologist sees me, but if it ends up being that I have to scale it back, then that's what I'll do. I'll just come a couple days to where everybody can see me, and then I'll just spend the other days here resting until I am completely and utterly back to normal, or at least as back to normal as I'm going to get, and I will then go from there. But the concussion's about a 4 right now at the time of this update. We'll see how it is once I eat, and we'll see how it is down the line today and down the line during the week. And we'll go from there. But that is the concussion update. That right now we are at about a 4, and at certain periods it gets worse, and at other periods it gets better. And that there's only so much I can do right now. And trust me, I hate it. But there's not much I can do about it. For those of you who have cared for me, I thank you again. For taking care of me and continuing to do so. For those of you who haven't cared for me, I'll remember it. In the end, I'll remember it. I won't forget. And it just tells me a lot about yourself. That you could be that low. That when somebody's in need, you could care less. But we won't get into that on this video.